Alright guys, and welcome back to Mr. Casual Scum Reads and Edits My Immortal. When we last left off, our heroine and... yes, heroine, not the drug. Heroine, as in a female hero, and vampire had just rescued Draco, rescued him from the clutches of Voldemort, who apparently was about to do some really fucking weird shit with Draco with those high heels and everything. But apparently she's still mad at everyone, but it's okay. We're gonna continue. Let's just press on, because hey, as an editor, I don't determine whether a story is really good. All I do is I just make sure that at least it's cohesive, and I at least make sure that it makes sense. And I do want to just make one quick note. I know that I've been correcting the TWO, the number 2, and saying that it should be TWO, when in fact it either should have been TO or TOO. Apologies, but when you're correcting a number that should be a word, I'm correcting it to match the spelling of the number and forgetting the context we're in. So I understand there's a lot of errors in probably a couple of previous parts, but we're going to make sure we don't have that in future parts, starting with this part and moving on. So let's get back into it. Let's just see what's going to happen to these kids. Chapter 15. Author's note. Stop. How about stop? Flaming. Okay. We talked about, by the way, you suck from... Alright, well, if you're just going to say, by the way, you suck, we need some punctuation, and suck is S-U-C-K. From, not from, now, not no on, now on, every time someone flames, put an E in there, me, I'm, put a, capitalize the I, or at least put a, apostrophe, going, not gonna, slit my wrists. Well, that's a, whoa, don't do that, hon, don't slit your wrists just because people don't like your story. That's terrible. You're gonna let them win, and come on, just don't let it get to you. And that's a really terrible thing to do to yourself. Just come on. Let's not be so dramatic. It's not the end of the world. How about you just be mad at them like everyone else? So come on. Let's not get crazy. Thanks to Raven for helping, not H.L. Payne. How about just helping? Ebony! Ebony! Shouted Draco sadly. No, please come back. But I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go and have sex with Vampire, I shouted. My God, you just can't... Your character can't seem to get it together. Draco clearly has nothing for Vampire. Vampire and him are friends. How many times do they have to say it? And for the love of God, he never cheated. He is an ex-boyfriend. You are really possessive and really jealous. You kinda need to quit that. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood-red key. Well, wait a minute. You said you were too mad to go back to Draco. Last we left off, you stormed out of your room, leaving Draco in your room. So, you came back? And he closed the door on you? Or were you never in your room? Maybe you actually went to Draco's room, now you're going back to your room. If so, let's fix the previous part. With a blood-red key. A black door with a blood-red key is actually pretty interesting. Hey, I like that image. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Not as interesting anymore, but it still has potential. He looks so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. Again, you've got the issues when it comes to emotional cheating. Thinking about doing Manson right now. Draco's not... He's down the hall, he's calling for you. I don't know. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at my black Good Charlotte watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. You know, apologies, but for everything that's been going on, I'm pretty sure the least of your worries would be going to biology class. Maybe it could be something more important than just class. Maybe if you're going to go the route of a class, it's got to be like a final, or maybe it's like a midterm. Maybe it's, I don't know, just something. It can't just be a standard class. I'm pretty sure you have more important things to do. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said Anarchy on the front in blood red letters and was all ripped, and a spiky belt. How about you put on a shirt that either had the Anarchy symbol, or I guess I could say Anarchy, but we don't need to have blood red letters and was all ripped. Had Anarchy was written in blood red and was ripped, and you put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said Anarchy on the front with blood red letters. You don't need to say it was ripped, that's redundant. You said it was short and ripped, and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets. Do you seriously not have any clothes that are entirely put together? Almost all of your fucking attire is ripped and fishnets. Again, look, editorial comment right now. This is outside. This is just to you. I'm directly saying something to you. I fucking personally hate Hot Topic. However, fucking Hot Topic sells more in your department than just black fishnets, boots, and spiky belts. I'm just going to say that. They do have a wider variety. I hate the store, but you buy everything from them, and you're kind of shitting on them here. So, some variety would be nice. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. Not needed. Your name's Ebony. You described yourself very exquisitely at the very beginning. Very much detail. We know you have black hair. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work, that's SOME. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Okay, a lot of overuse of the word blood. Maybe we could find a different, if you want to keep referencing blood, how about maybe like crimson, or, just dark red, or just something like that. And you're turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. A pentagram necklace, or you actually like put a blood pentagram like on the floor, and you're gonna lift up the blood and turn it into, and transmute it almost into this, into an electrical guitar? I'm pausing here because if that's what you're doing, that's really cool magic. That's really cool. I mean, the fucking thing about the blood and how it would turn different colors and how it would go from red and then all of a sudden it's just fucking badass looking good. Yes, I like that. Suddenly the guitar turned to Draco. Alright, the guitar has sentience. I'm still okay with this. Ebony, I love you, he shouted sadly. I don't care what those fucker preps and posers think. How about think? You are the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. No, that's not gonna work, because he was actually with you when he actually did commit suicide successfully. Now, he ended up being okay later, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he still ran and committed suicide, and you were actually the cause of that, because he was very upset. So, how about he used to be more depressed than usual before he met you. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Yeah, see, this guy's a sweetheart, and you shit on him with your emotional cheating. Then unnecessary ellipse, he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now, cause, yay, C-U-Z, see, I'll accept it. We fell in love when Joel was singing it. Okay, actually, if it is, I'm not too familiar with the song, but the song actually is The Chronicles of Life and Death. I apologize if it's a song title. It is in quotes, so we might leave it. I'm pretty sure it's The Chronicles of Life and Death, but we'll go ahead and leave it. So he's singing it right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, just with one X, like a cross. Okay, you couldn't spell cross earlier, and you spell a cross here. Once again, proving my previous point from a couple episodes ago. Between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson, and goodbye author's note. So, again, I'm sure your audience can figure it out. You've mentioned a bunch of bands, they could type the name in. OMFG, I said after he was finished. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were twined with Dracos now. That's a reused image, one, and we already talked about this. You just flipped them off. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hilary Duff. Not needed. You just were kissing passionately. And CMM and a Cinderella, and once again, not needed. You were just kissing passionately. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. The preps were clapping? You don't really strike me as the type of people that'd be like, oh, how sweet, look at those two. I mean, it seems like you hate a lot of people. I can't imagine a lot of, good feelings and good-natured gestures being thrown at your way, and I can't really see even you caring enough about people to mention. Besides, it would be more impressive that you're so lost in this moment that you almost how about you don't even hear the shouting, and people don't even need to be clapping. They could even be booing. They could just be staring at you, and you could be so lost in this moment that, yeah, you just don't hear and you just kind of walk out. That would be better. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. Right then? Like right then and there? They're literally just going to show up? How about tonight? We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together. We decided to go to the concert. How about that? That works a little bit better. Alright. Well, that wasn't too bad. Other chapters have been a lot worse. Chapter 16, author's note. You know what? How about you, Y-O-U, know what? With a question mark and an exclamation point. Shut up. How about just shut up, okay? Prove, that's just one O with a V-E. 2, I'm going to get this time, T-O, me, you are nut. You still want a nut. Preps, with an S. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch, not bick, bitch, give me back my fucking teat. About, that's what, a sweater, I'm guessing. You are supposed to, no, we talked about this. She's not supposed to be doing shit. You are the author. You don't get to blame her. If you have a problem with her taking your sweater, take that up with her elsewhere. Once again, your audience is not going to give a shit about your personal beef with your friend. So we're going to skip that next part, because once again, no, you're not blaming Raven. She's not supposed to do shit. You are writing this. This is My Immortal by Tara Gillespie. We talked about this. By the way, thanks to Brittany5655 for Tekken. How about teaching me Japanese? How about Japanese? And let's make it a capital J. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. How about happily? MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Again, you're being a little redundant. You're really happy. We get it. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter, 'cause I knew now that we were the only true ones for each other. each other. How about we split that up? And also, took you long enough. The guy's been friggin' pouring his heart out and done nothing to you. You're the one, I think, that needed to get the shit together, but okay. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Again, nothing is in whole. You have nothing that's not ripped. Or fishnet. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Hey, it's kind of like when you first went out, except it was Simple Plan. Anyway, we stated moshing to Helena. No, you started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. Sure. We ran up to T.O., the front of the band, to stage dive. But you ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. You would have to run up to the front of the stage where the band was playing, or just run up to the front of the stage, get on the stage to stage dive, something like that. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. Interesting. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Unnecessary Ellipse, Voldemort, and the Death Dealers. Once again, we've had Voldemort, Volfamort, and now Volsamort? Good lord, it's Voldemort. Voldemort. There's just one fucking guy. I don't know anything really about Harry Potter, the books. I've seen a few of the movies. Kind of like you, we have this in common, except I at least know that if Voldemort had this many fucking relatives or clones of himself, that he probably would have put his Horcruxes in them instead of bothering to put them in shitty fucking objects that could easily be destroyed. He would have put them in real people who could actually defend their lives and who wouldn't be taken down by just, zap. Just saying. Voldemort. What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you. Alright, we talked about oh, no, I already know what's going to happen. I haven't even read this and I already know. You're introducing something at the beginning again. You're going to bring it back at the end, aren't you? You're taking away all the dramatic effect. Alright, we'll proceed. Although, I'm really going to probably suggest if that happens, and I can't imagine it not, you have a track record, we just cut out this first fucking paragraph and leave it to the end. What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with, not with you, Y-O-U. I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time. Last time? How about just last time, period? Even if it is MCR, and you know how much I lick them. Well, I'm sure you probably lick their posters a lot and have fantasies, but how about you like them? And also, that's not how this started. When you ended the chapter, you guys were just fucking going. You were fucking hand in hand. You were going. Now you're getting into an argument with him? That doesn't make sense. You were all fucking ready to do it. Nope. You gotta change one or the other. Can't have it both ways. What? 'Cause he gadgeted uncomfortably. Well, one, it's uncomfortably, to spell uncomfortably, and he gadgeted? He's got like fucking, he's like Inspector Gadget, go Gadget, fucking whatever. He gadget? I don't even know what word you were going for here, hon. Hold on. 'Cause guys don't like to talk about what. I warned you. Apparently you didn't listen. From the last time. You know what? No, fine. He gadgeted. He gadgeted uncomfortably because guys don't like to talk about being fucking Inspector Gadget. Yeah, there. That's why. Yeah, 'cause I yielded. No, you're not giving anything up. You yelled at him in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. Hey, you never go-go gadgeted with her last time. You fucked her last time, but that's not what she said. She said, you know what, and I've already said, you go-go gadgeted, you inspector gadgeted. Hey, maybe you could have some more fun. This time we're going with an escort. Unnecessary capitalization. OMFG, what the fuck? Are you giving in to the mainstream, I asked? So I guess you are a prep or a Christina, or what now? So he's a prep or a Christina Aguilera? Oh, a Christian. Hey, and you at least put the capital C in there. No, he muttered loudly. You can't mutter loudly. If you mutter, that means it's silent. He said, or he just muttered. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shouted angrily. Did you pull out the gun and start shooting him? You shouted angrily. That's what you do with your mouth. Ebony, I'm not. Please, with an E-A-S-E, come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He flattened you with it? He fucking, like, these words just steamrolled you? How about you were flattered? He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Lyrics, L-Y-R-I-C-S. Of course, we're doing the lyrics, and just for F-O-R, me. Okay, then I guess I will have to, I said, and then we Frenched for F-O-R a while, and I went up to T-O, my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Apologize, any Japanese people, I actually don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's Hajimashite, girl? Hajimamashite, there we go. Hajimamashite, girl, she said happily. She she speaks Japanese with an A-K-S. So, do I. Okay. That means, how do you do in Japanese? This author's note I will allow because you're actually saying something in a different language. By the way, not BTW, Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled. No, she got expelled. Who the fuck's... Oh yeah, Willow is... No, I don't even remember who the fuck Willow is. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. Okay, she failed all with a double L, or one additional L, classes with a C, and she skipped math. Alright, you and Raven need to take this out and have it out, because now you're starting to put it in your actual story. You wrote out a character because of personal issues. No. As far as I'm concerned, Willow's still in class. She's still here. You girls need to take out your personal issues somewhere else. It serves that fucking... I told you about this with a C. Bitch, right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling... You're not felling it. If you fell something, you knock it over. Like you can fell a tree. So you don't knock over being depressed. You know, you could fall over, I guess, if you're really depressed and drunk, or if you just lost a lot of blood or whatever, or if you're just that down in the dumps, so you don't even care to walk. But you were feeling all depressed, and of course that's with two S's, so we're not being cute. We watched, unless we're trying to do some German shit here, that's watched some Gothic. How about Gothic movies like Das Nightmare? Are you trying to do German? How about The Nightmare Before Christmas? That's not a Gothic movie, hun. Many people watch that. Probably those preps you hate. Maybe Willow will die too. Alright, I'm skipping any more of this shit. I said you girls need to get over it. Kawaii Bloody Mary with an R-Y, shook her head energetically, lethargically? That's not fucking possible. That's a paradox. You can't do that. You can't be energetic and lethargic at the same time. That would literally make your head explode. No, you can't do that. Oh yeah. I have a confession after she got No, skipping it once again. We're not... Deal with your personal issues outside. And if I keep seeing this, we're skipping the rest of the chapter, because you need to get your shit together. Kawaii, I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Oh, hey, unnecessary capitalization. Unnecessary capitalization on BT. And by the way, and we spell that, remember, I'm going to a concert with Draco, with a C, tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. S-A-I-D. I need to wear, like, the hottest outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded energetically. Unnecessary capitalization, and the word is energetically. OMFG, totally, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my... How about special Hot Topic loyalty? How about just loyalty? Card without an E. No. My head snaped up. How about your head snapped up? What? My head spun. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? Or if your head snapped up, you don't need to have your head spin. Head snapping up's enough to be like, what the hell? And once again, let's get rid of prep being capitalized. No, no, she laughed. I found some cool Gothic, how about Gothic stores near Hogwarts. That's all. Who? How about WHO instead of HU, like a who-hot? Told you about them? Question mark, since it's a question. I asked, sure it would be Draco or Diabolo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to... Whatever. Author's note, apologize, should have just skipped it. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. It's Dumbledore, and when the fuck did he know about Gothic stuff? Let me just call our brooms. Oh, excuse me, Brahms, which would be brooms. OMFFG, oh my fucking god? No, no, just one F's fine. Dumbledore, skin not Dumbledore, I asked quietly. If you have that kind of capitalization, it's not quiet, so let's get rid of the capitalization then. Yeah, how about just, yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. Hogsmeade's just the concert hall. If you're going to a specialty shop, you need a different name for the city, unless the shop is in the concert hall and it's like fucking massive. Or is Hogsmeade the city? And the concert hall's in there? You didn't specify that enough. I thought Hogsmeade was just the concert hall. And that's what it's going to be. So you need a different name for the city. We were going in a few punk goth stores. Get rid of the capitalization, especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. See? Concerts. It's in the fucking thing. Wow. No. Salesperson was, oh my god, harder than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible. Way too much capitalization. Again with your emotional cheating. Can't you just be satisfied with Draco? And he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Okay, Goss wouldn't say man, he'd just how many posers are in this town. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap, how about Snape, tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I did not, we went over this earlier, even though they had a camera. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again, I cried. Unnecessary capitalization after OMFG. Running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle? If that's actually something specific, then whatever, but I've never heard that word before. Coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Oh my Satan makes you guys sound really, really goofy. That's really not necessary, so we'll just get rid of that. How about just oh my god or OMG? Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what I am going 2 give it to you for free. Man, lots of words missing there. 'Cause you can spell it right here. You, Y-O-U, look really hot in that outfit. Put an O there. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am, actually. I looked back at him. Hey, we spell, by the way, remember? My name's Ebony Darkness Terra Way? Alright, Mrs. Gillespie, hun, you can't do that. No, no, no. It's just Ebony Darkness Raven Way. You can't input your own name in the story. Even though if people are probably going to figure out it's you, let's at least have some guesswork. So no, let's just get rid of that. What's yours? Tom Ridd, he said, and ran a hand through his black dyed hair. Oh, his name's Tom Ridd? Okay. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my BF, Draco, you sick perv. This guy's done nothing to you. He just gave you dresses for free. Why the fuck's he a perv? Just because a guy says, hey, are you going to a concert, and brushes his hand through his hair doesn't mean he's a perv. He didn't, like, look up your skirt when he asked. I yell, and you're yelling at him. You're not even just, like, scoffing at him. You're yelling at him. Totally unnecessary. But before he could beg me to go with him, the fuck's this guy begging you to do anything? He just gave you some dresses because he's excited that there's some real gothic people in his shop instead of, you know, the posers like Snape and Lupin trying to get a camera pouch. And by the way, when did Snape and Lupin become gay? Because if that's the case, why are they jerking off to you being in your getting out of the tub? Well, unless, of course, you're going for their buy, but you have not introduced any of this, is my point. This is really coming out of the fucking blue, and this is really just kind of going off the rails. We're going to have to really try to get it back on track here. Hagrid flew in on his black broom looking worried. OMFG, Abondi, Ebony, you need ought. How about 2, get back into the castle now. How about just get back to the castle now, and we can get rid of a lot of that capitalization. Unnecessary, of course. Oh, man. Whew, do we even have enough time to do Chapter 17? Alright, we're going to get through Chapter 17, and then that is going to be it. Author's note. I said, S-A-I-D, stop, how about stop, flaming destroy story. If you are a prep, then do not read it. Wow, you could have probably said that a lot sooner. You can tell, how about you can tell whether you are a prep or not by my quiz on... No, you don't make people take a quiz to figure out if they can read your story. They'll read it, and if they like it, they'll continue. If not, they won't. People who like your story obviously won't flame. People who do will. Is it nice that they're doing it? No, but there's no reason to have a quiz. That's no. No, no, no. So... Willow isn't really... Oh, I'm glad to see you girls finally resolved your issues. Can we finally actually finish and, you know, not have any more of that unnecessary, you know, personal shit in your story? Yay. Don't care about the poster thing. Once again, that's personal shit, and your audience won't care. Tom Riddle, thought his name was Tom Ridd, gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with... Alright, we're going to skip over this because you already had him giving you the stuff for free earlier. This is redundant. We don't need to be reminded. It's not like it happened 5 chapters ago. It happened like a chapter ago, and not even a chapter ago. It happened like a few lines ago. So let's go skip to... Okay, Hagrid kept shooting at us to come... Whoa! Come back to Hogwarts. The way you have that spelled... Wow, you're a trooper. You sure you don't want to be in that Paris Hilton porn sex tape? If you can come that much, you can make a lot of money. Oh, that's C-O-M-E, not C-U-M. My apologies. Okay. "What the fuck, Hagrid?" I shouted angrily. "Fuck off, you fajucking. How about just fucking, bastard?" Well, anyway, Willow came. Hagrid went away angrily. "Thought Bloody Mary was in the shop with you, not Willow." Okay. "Hey, bitch, you look kawaii," she said. "Yeah, but not as... How about yeah, but not as kawaii as you?" I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. Okay, you went from one spectrum to the other. You were bitching at her personally and attacking her personally. Now you're complimenting her personally. Once again, your audience won't care. It's not needed. Let's just get out of there. She was wearing a short black corset thingy. You can't know specifics. With blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, again with the goddamn fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. W-A-S. She had a really nice body with... You know what? We get it. She's pretty. She was thin enough to be anorexic. No! No, no, no. We are not going to pimp or promote anorexia in your story. That's terrible. So we're getting rid of that line, and we get it. She's got big tits. She's really nice looking. We get it. So, are you going to, Tio, the concert with Draco, she asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm gong with Diabolo. How about just going? She answered, spelled right, with a W, happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diabolo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were ought to. How about one, you don't need two of them, and how about just T-O-O? Diabolo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. Hey, matches Draco's license plate. He was wearing tons off makeup. No, tons. Hun, you actually need of this time. He's not taking something off or removing something. He has tons of it on. Tons of makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. To be fair, Marilyn Manson actually doesn't cake himself with that much makeup. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. The Warped Tower? I'm sure you were going for tour, but I like it better that he got them from the Warped Tower. Sounds like a really cool shop. Bloody Mart, how about Bloody Mary, was going to, T.O., the concert with Dracola. The fuck is Dracola? Dracola used to be called Navel, but... Oh, Neville! Neville Longbottom. Okay, he's Dracola. How about Dracula? Otherwise he sounds like a fucking weird version of Dr. Pepper, and if Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper had a fucking bastard child together. How about just Dracula? It was kidnapped at birth, and his real family were vampires. Ah, I'm seeing a trend. They died in a car crash. Okay, D-Y-E-D would mean that they were like tie-dyeing or fucking doing something to their hair, or I don't know. How about D-I-E-D, so that way they actually died, like actually, you know, fucking were killed. Neville converted to Satanism. Ah, another one joined the clique, and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. Once again, every other house is fucking gone. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt. How about warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. Is the next person going to have yellow or orange? We call him Dracula now. Okay, good, you got it right. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's black Mercy-Benz. No, it's Mercedes-Benz. That his dad Lucian gave him. Oh, sorry, Lucian. Okay, Lucian. We did pot, coke, and crack. Good God, you guys are going to be fucked up. And crack's with a CK. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Also, if you knew pot, coke, and crack, why were you smoking drugs earlier? You know the term, just... You could have saved yourself an edit. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. How about pictures? He had long, raven, black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny, and he had an amazing ethnic voice? No, he just had an amazing voice. We moshed to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard... I knew it! I fucking knew it! We don't need to read this. We already read this. You introduced it. Dramatic effect gone. He pulled off his mask. It's Voldemort, who's actually Voldemort, and the Death Dealers. At least this time it wasn't Volsamort, and we already covered that. You moronic idiots, he shouted angstily. Does he have the gun? Did you give it back to him? No, he shouted it. And he doesn't shout angstily, he just shouted. Enemy... Ebony, I told you to kill Vampire. Thou have failed. No, he can't say I told you to kill Vampire and then go thou have failed and now unnecessary lips I shall kill thou and Draco. Well, he never threatened to kill you, he threatened to kill Draco, so I guess now he's decided he's just mad. I guess that can work, but if you're still going to have him with this thou and thee and thy, then it should be something like, you know, Ebony, thou wast told to kill Vampire, something like that. No, no, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. How about flew with F-L-E-W, not F-L-U, because he's not sick. He had long black hair. His lungs have black hair on them? Long black hair. And a long, unnecessary O's, black bread. How about beard? He was wearing, spelled correctly, W-E-A-R-I-N-G, a black, how about black robe that said Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne is not gothic. Choose something else on the back. He shouted. Does everyone have a gun? Shouted a spell, and Voldemort, once again, Voldemort ran away. It was unnecessary lips, Dumbledore, not Dumbledore. Whew. Alright. Well, that is going to do it for, I don't even know what part this is, but that's just going to do it. We're going to continue where we stopped here. We're going to pick up with Chapter 18 next time. Till then, you guys, as always, take care of yourselves. This is Mr. Casual Scum signing off, and you guys take care. Later.